Hello, Alex. Thank you for being part of the OhHello community. Thank you for being a guest on this podcast. Why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself?
Yeah. Hey, everybody. My name's Alex Grant. I'm coming to you today from the Westchester County and, the outskirts of New York, which is where I live. A media sales professional and sales leader for the past 20, 25 years. And, I like to say that I've been fortunate enough to build the monetization foundation of some of the world's most well-known and successful startups, including Twitter, Snap, and even a company most recently, some of you may know, called Overtime Sports. I'm excited to bring, a lot of that career, the pains and the gains, and also the tough learned lessons to the OhHello community. And couldn't be more excited to be here.
I love that. Thank you, Alex. Yeah, we're so excited to have you be part of our network and part of the community. How would you characterize that skill set of leadership and how you're going to be able to share that with the community? Walk us through just some of your experiences and some of your top skills.
Yeah, I think, look, I'm a pretty introspective person. And so I think a lot about the experiences that I've had. And I've learned a lot. And I've had a lot of people who have taught me things. And then I've just had a lot of life experiences. And I've had the opportunity then to look back and kind of figure out what went well and what didn't. And, I think that's what, it's really all about. Like, I'm sure there's a lot of folks listening to this who are really, really intelligent and can figure out and maybe know a bunch of the stuff that I know, but I've had so many experiences in so many different environments, and I'm able to put those pieces together. And so that's what I hope to bring to the community, is just being able to lean on some of those and really be able to help people sort of anticipate might be what will be coming next, or even make sense of what just happened.
That's such a good way to explain just how you are excited about mentorship and how you look at things. If you looked back and thought, all right, what would you tell 25-year-old Alex looking back, 5-6 years ago?
I 5-6 years ago. You're a funny guy. I didn't catch that. I got that. I got it now. When I think about what sort of characterizes me, it's really about authenticity and sort of being who I am. And I think the world that we live in today, we're often encouraged to be somebody else. But in the business world as well, I think what's really worked for me is eventually, over a period of time, figuring out what makes me tick, what excites me, out of sort of like the other things that people think excite you, and then really leaning into those things and finding opportunities for, whether it's personal or professional relationships or environments to do those things. So I think, that's the thing I would tell myself is like, look, just be you. Because a lot of times we think I can't be me. I have to be something else. And sure, maybe you need to take a lesson that you learned or a way of doing something that, a boss or a company wants you to do. But what's really important, I think, is being able to make that your own. And by that way, sort of like combine who you are and what matters to you with what somebody else is sort of asking you to do. And so that's probably the advice I would have given myself.
Authenticity is so important. I love that you just share that with the community. Looking back just over your career, over your experience, who's a mentor of yours? Who are a couple mentors of yours? Feel free to just drop some names. Would love to hear just who's made an impact on you.
Yeah, I'll make sure they see this too. There was a guy that I worked for at Twitter named Adam Bain. I was fortunate to be a part of the crew that opened the Chicago office in the really early days of monetization. And Adam was just an exceptional leader in that he was very authentic. He was very real. He was very approachable. He's also just very smart and very clever. And so he had the combination of all these things that I think I aspire to be, which is, a compassionate leader, being able to really connect on a personal level with people, see the whole person. At the same time, he understood business. He understood business needs. He understood the need to fulfill desired outcomes of our partners. He knew how to create great partnerships. And then he was just fun. He was funny and, guy from Cleveland. And you just felt like you could really have a very like authentic, real conversation with him. And so it wasn't just, I always often say that life isn't just one thing. I think if it was one thing, we would have all been done a long time ago because we would have figured it out. It's just a bunch of little things. And he had a bunch of little things. But they were some of the ones that I mentioned, plus a whole lot more.
It's awesome. It's awesome. It sounds like Adam made a profound impact. It just was fun to work with, which is so important as we're going through this journey. You want to work with like-minded people that are just going to be transparent and just fun. A lot of
Yeah,
folks.
well, fun is important. Sorry to interrupt you, Jeremy, but fun
No,
is
you're not.
important, right? That's the other part that I think we just sometimes lose. And for me personally, that was important to be. We're going to work hard. We're going to do things we need to do, but like you don't want to lose track of the. And Adam would find really creative ways to make sales meetings fun and just do. Yeah, so that's an important component. And so I think that's also, have fun. Maybe that's what I also tell my 25-year-old self is like, don't lose that piece. I think we have it a lot more when we're younger. We start to get older, maybe a little more jaded, a little more cynical. Don't lose that part either.
Have fun. Words well spoken. With that, Alex, something that's really important to the OhHello community and that has to deal with having fun is also giving back, a sense of altruism, a sense of just making an impact. You understand what we're doing. You are so excited to be part of the OhHello community. Of the different charities that we have integrated within our platform, what's one that's near and dear to you?
Yeah, the Alzheimer's Association is near and dear because my wife and I are going through it right now. We recently moved to New York State because her father is suffering from Alzheimer's, and it's a hard thing to watch. And so for him, for others who may go through it, I want to be able to support that cause and maybe hopefully finding a cure and a solution. It's because I love my father-in-law. He's a great guy. It's a pretty harsh thing to watch somebody go through, but also, when we think about like the importance of like, significant others in your life, my wife has been a huge supporter in my career, right? So it's one, and so she's enabled me to do a lot of the things that I've done and a lot of the successes that I've had, and even some of the risks that we've taken. So as you talk about full circle, it's a way that I can also, it's near and dear to my heart, but it's also a way to support her and give back. And I wouldn't be here without her. So it's exciting to have that part of the OhHello community and the chance to contribute to the community, but also, to the greater community that we live in.
Thank you, Alex. Well, we're so excited to have you be part of our network. I really appreciate your time. With that said, thank you. Oh, hello. Oh, goodbye. Thank you, Alex. Appreciate you, my friend. Thanks, everybody.